Ah, it adjusted. Whew. All right. What's up, ladies and gents? To Q&A part 2. Oh, snap. No one's here. This is the best time of the chat when I'm talking to myself. I feel most at home. Whew. Yeah. Let me go to the page, see what's up. There we go. See if there's anybody here. Woot woot. Courtney's here. Of course I can count on you, Courtney. By the way, I watched that clip of Simon, and then I ended up like watching 5 other clips because it was there when Marceline was starved. That's scary. See, I don't know anything about the story, but that's some scary stuff. I don't. Just like it's like Ren and Stimpy kind of scary, you know? I don't like it. It's creepy. Scary. Yeah, I just typed scary a couple seconds ago. Future Caleb is legit. It's not as bad as Ren and Stimpy was. It's like esque, but it's not even close. They were talking about ripping limbs off and gouging eyes out, so not even close. Google Hangouts. We need to have another like Disney-esque thing where we can have like 3 co-hosts kind of thing, like we did that last time, which was super fun. Only once. LOL! Nikiforov, Viktor Nikiforov. I'm probably saying that wrong. Woo! Twitch streaming afterwards. And the latest cover is actually about to be uploaded, or it's processing at this very moment. It will soon be fully uploaded, or fully available. Maybe it'll get views. We'll see.
Because of you, I can say goodbye to Betty and tell her I'm sorry for driving her away. Thank you, Marceline.
That moment when you burp and stuff comes up. I like reading my own comments. Future Caleb. You can join the Hyles Hype crew anytime you want, Allison Gaming and Reaction. In fact, if you subscribe, you're practically already a part of the family. Straight up. Pardon me, excuse me, I burp a lot. YouTube is broke. And it has no money. What I really want to do is stream my video games over YouTube, but it won't let me do that either. So sitting on a toilet. Looks like that though, don't it? Hello, Max My. Can I do a... Man, I've been asked to do an RWBY, red, white, black, yellow cover for like many, many times. I love the show, the 2 episodes I've seen. But yeah, I just haven't gotten around to it. Come on, load. Get it back. I'm pretty sure there are some good songs on it. Some all right stuff. Whoa. I need to brush my hair. I was thinking about recording my day 7 cover while I'm on call. I'm not certain if I'll do it, though. I haven't really practiced it at all. But we'll see how the night goes. We'll see how it goes. Hello, the Minecraft avatar. Hello, Heel. Welcome back. You're probably so tired, bro. Red Dead Bass or Bass. Hello. What's up? What's up? It's really weird mouth faces. Hold up. How's it look? That is weird. Oh, that's gross. Bro case. That's hysterical. It's very ghetto of you. Hello, do you have any covers planned after week? Jessica Flicker, or Ficker, I'm sorry. Jessica Ficker asks. Not necessarily, but I'll get into the covers for calories thing a little later about how that's going to work and how you guys can get the covers you want for me to perform. Minecraft Avatar, can you please do more Google Translate songs? I'll Make a Man Out of You was epic and hilarious. Yes, actually. I am planning to do more with Melinda. One we're working on right now. I can't tell you what it is just because she hasn't given me permission. But we are working on a third. So expect that. Expect many things. Expect many great things. Bro, you should totally do some songs from Muse's new album. Dude, I've heard a couple of new songs from that album, and it is tight. It's a good album. It's a solid album. I need some instrumentals. Elizabeth Sparkle Wing says, "Why are you so adorable?" And you're trademarked. That's cool. I mean, your avatar is pretty adorable. Looking on your page, that's pretty cute. See, that's adorable. I'm just like a teddy bear, so I'm kind of big and I'm like cuddly. Adorable, like that's reserved for like cats and cute ponies, you know. But I don't know. I have that kind looking soft face, you know. Very soft. My poor internet. It'll eventually fix itself once this video finishes processing, if it finishes processing. It won't. It's not going to. Knowing my luck with these things. Everyone adds an I in there, or an L. Max My, your Fairy Tale Angel with a Shotgun was amazing. Thank you, Max. That was a fun cover to do. I did it so long ago, but I finally got an instrumental that wasn't too terrible, and it sounds all right. Riley is awesome. Hi from Canada, Caleb. P.S. Your voice is amazing. Thank you very much. Riley is awesome. I really appreciate that. I'm your senpai. Hi. Hi, senpai. Nikilforov, tell us about your experience, your press experience in Vegas. Ooh, that's good to do, considering we're still letting people people are trickling in. I can talk about my press experience in Vegas for a little bit. So there was a pretty big drought of covers on my channel from like May, like beginning of May till like near the end of it. And that's because I was in Las Vegas covering Rock in Rio as a press. So I actually, I mean, it's pretty nuts. But if you look up wizardradio.co.uk or just look up Wizard Radio on Google and go to their webpage and then go to their Rock in Rio tab, you can see articles I wrote and pictures I took. Now, the way in which he uploaded them made my pictures come out really poor, but they're pretty good pictures. I have some on my personal Facebook page as well. But I took, I do a radio show on Wizard Radio, and I'm going to be doing some over the summer as well. That's another development that I'll talk about later, like later in the month of July. I have a radio show I do for Wizard Radio, which is based out of the UK, and they were like, "Hey, do you want to go to Rock in Rio? Because we have some press passes." And I was like, "Yeah," or they have a press pass, and so all I needed to do was pay for my plane flight there, and I could go into Rock in Rio as the press. And what that entails is like, you know, you're able to have opportunities to interview the artists. You can go anywhere on the grounds. It's just a lot. It's a cool privilege. I've also been pressed for E3, the Entertainment Expo in Los Angeles before, and it's a super cool experience. Like nothing you've ever done. But with Rock in Rio, it was a bit more exclusive because you had to get to do the stuff that I really wanted to do, like take photos. You had to have a photo pass, and they didn't get us a photo pass. Wizard Radio came in at the last minute, and they're also very small, so they didn't have all the privileges like say ET Entertainment or Huffington Post or Rolling Stone has. And it was also really cool, you know, rubbing shoulders with all of these really high tier people. And they had these cameras that were just massive, and they had like stools on their waist. So when they go into the photo pit, they can stand on the stool. They had like 18 different lenses. I'm not kidding. And they had just everybody was there. And it was an insane experience. But for some of them, I quote unquote snuck my way into the photo pit with my tiny little camera that I actually shoot my videos on, and it was so crazy, guys. It's so surreal with that huge crowd. Like I was like, this is an exaggeration, but I was like this close to Chester Bennington from Linkin Park, okay? And this is not an exaggeration. I was this close to the lead singer from that girl band Charlie XCX, the one who does that "I love it, I don't care" and Fancy. I was this close from her face. I have a picture on my page. I could have grabbed her hair and just pulled her right down into the photo pit. It was nuts being that close and being in front of the crowds. A surreal experience and very cool. I wrote articles about the shows I saw, and it was really neat. What I'm hoping is that my pictures and my articles will allow me to get into other press events with music or E3 again. Just a crazy experience, guys, and super fun. But yes, that was my experience. Awesome. Thank you for asking, Nikolforov. Awesome, Jim the Third. Well, oh, this is cool. Didn't know you did live stuff. I absolutely do. Yeah. If you look through my history, I've actually done at least 10 live things. Actually, at least 20 probably. But I'm glad you found out now because now you can be a part of it all the time. The Minecraft avatar. Yes, I made my entire family laugh after watching I'll Make a Man of You. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so glad that made people laugh. I'm glad it went over well. I wasn't certain how it would do, but clearly the people have spoken that it's very, very popular and quite the hit. Joshua Corridor, maybe? Corregidor? I'm trying. I probably got the first one right. Caleb, who's your favorite artist right now? Right now, my favorite artist doesn't really change. It's Motion City Soundtrack. It's my favorite artist of all time, and I'm just sticking to it. Lupe1324. Would you consider singing more MLP songs? Absolutely, Lupe. I want to sing more MLP. It's just not the right time for it since I did a whole week of it. But I definitely want to. Absolutely. Let's see. I want to know if you could ever stop here in Mississippi for a fan meetup. This is a question in general for people who write about fan meetups. If I ever went on a tour, I would love to tour the nation and have meetups and little mini concerts. I would love the crap out of it. I just need the money and the time. And if my subscriber rate goes up really high, if it starts picking up pace and more engagement starts happening, I'll start doing something like that, or really start actively thinking about something like that. Let's see. Hi, Kira. I has to yellow swag. Hi. Destiny awaits. Wait, do we still have some more Nerd Week 2015 songs left? Absolutely, Destiny. In fact, one is, oh, did it finally work? Did it finally finish? I don't want to take y'all away from the chat, but if you want to turn me down for a brief moment, not Joshua Hyles. What the heck? It's my brother. I'm trying to log into Tumblr here. I think my cover just uploaded. My day 6, yes, it did. FMA, not FUMA. Good. Hyles. Sorry, I'm sharing it to Tumblr. Oh, I really share to Tumblr a lot. Should I do that more? I guess maybe. Excuse me. Let's see. Anthony Wost. Did you ever consider doing Movie Too Fast from the last 5 years? P.S. Me and my girlfriend sing You're Defying Gravity all the time. That is awesome. I've actually never heard the last 5 years. I've never even heard of the band. They sound pretty tight. What's the movie? Huh. Stand corrected. I'll have to check it out. Katie Ziegler says, can you do a cover from the ending theme of Seraph of the End? I've never heard of that one. Abstract Leor says, hi. Cover of Lullaby for a Princess. Just do it. I will think about it. Let's see. Flaming Guitar, 14. Miles. What's up, man? It's good to see you here, bro. Let's see. You're my default playlist when I do stuff on my PC. Sweet. Celestial Rogue. Apparently, I need to do Lullaby for a Princess. I have to get on this, guys. I'm very sorry. I will do it eventually. It will happen. I promise you it will happen. When I get this much requests for it, it eventually does happen. Do you ever get compliments about your face? I do every now and then. Not with this giant red pimple here, but I'm gonna have to cover that up in makeup. And everyone watching the next video is gonna be staring at it. We're so distracted by such silly artificial things. Facial problems. Brianna Farnsworth, hi. Woohoo! A Caleb Hyles live session was a long time ago. It was, wasn't it? Joaquin. Robert Franks, I want you to sing "New Divide" by Linkin Park. I like how right to the point Robert Franks is. Like, no, please, like, I want you to sing "New Divide" by Linkin Park. Like, shoot, let me grab my microphone because I'm just so definitive. It's like, I mean it. Drew P, do you like Lindsey Sterling? I love Lindsey Sterling. I would love to do it. I would love to do a collab. Suggest it, please. I am a measly 158K YouTuber right now. Okay, that puts me in an echelon with like at least 3,000 people, and I'm not kidding. If you look at the YouTube rank of people with subscribers, I am just under the 10,000 rank. Like, I'm 9,000 something in the rank of YouTubers who have a amount of subscribers. Like, I'm really not even anything. Okay, those people won't even pay attention to me. I mean, it just makes sense. That's business. I don't nothing against them for doing that, but that's just business, you know. Please do more. Cretin with a camera. Absolutely. I do want to do more Disney covers. I'm in Sweden. It's like 2:30 a.m. Dang, you need to go to bed, bro. Ellie J. Hey, this is a random question, but what's the process of getting the rights to do cover songs on YouTube? Just wondering in case I want to do that in the future. Your best bet that you can do is get an instrumental that's free to use. Like someone who's posted an instrumental that said you're free to use this, use those. Go for that. Because if you use master recordings, they're going to pick you out of the sky, no problem. And you have no legs to stand on. But getting monetizing covers, that's a whole other ballgame. You have to own the rights to the instrumental you made or have permission from the person who gave it to you to use that cover in full perpetuity. And what essentially that means is that use this cover to make money. That's essentially what it means. And to use it to whatever way they want. So if someone gives me their cover or allows me to use it or has not specified how they want their cover to be used and they don't respond to my requests, there's often this unwritten rule that you're allowed that, don't take my word for it, I just created this in my head, this unwritten rule that you can use it until told otherwise, which has happened before. I have used a cover without an explicit permission because I used it with, they didn't reply to anything I wrote, and then they saw it and they were like, hey, don't, just make sure it's not monetized. And I was like, okay. So I took it off monetization. And it was as simple as that. There is an unwritten rule to basically like not cutting everyone's heads off. Like if you take something of theirs, they're not going to go remove my video. They're going to tell you to make amends to it. You know, it's kind of like feeling the waters. You're kind of like, what's the good analogy for it? It's like, I don't really know the best way to describe it other than how I just said it. No one's going to cut your head off for using their material here online. They're just going to tell you to take it down, or they'll tell you to change it around and amend it a little bit. Augusto Quiroz. I have fun trying to pronounce these. Do you have any plans to come to Brazil? I would love to come to Brazil. I'd love to go to Korea. I'd love to go to Japan. I'd love to go to Europe. You know, I'd love to do all those things, but it's just money, you know? And I wish I could go on tour and do something like that, but I don't have enough to pay for a band. I don't have enough to pay for a touring crew. You know, I would have to be massive. I'd have to be massive. And what's great about Brazil and these other countries, foreign countries, is that y'all are such about the live scene. You're so much about that live music scene. At Rock in Rio, 30%, and this is a real statistic, 30% of the people that came that were foreign were from Brazil. So everybody who was not from the U.S. who came, 1/3 y'all were Brazilian. That's insane. That's so crazy. And all of them were in the front. Every show, no matter what, no matter the artist, there were Brazilians in the front waving the flag, waving the Brazil flag. All the kudos to Brazil and how they treat music. America could take some lessons. Jason Croman, I always listen to Caramel Downson, and it made my mom laugh when she heard it. That's so great. I had so much fun with that cover. I really just wanted it to be stupid and silly. And when you watch it, just laugh and have a good time. So I'm really glad that came through. Hoshina Rima, hi, hello. Lupe, is it Loopy? I just trying to be fine there. Brianna Farnsworth, what does your audio equipment consist of? Shure SM57 pop filter and a UX2 Line 6 audio box hooked up through XLR cables to the microphone. Pretty much that. I think so. 36 to come. Oh, Kira, shoot me messages over Skype. That's crazy. There's no way. We'll talk later about that because that's nuts. Do I play any video games? Do I play video games? The Minecraft avatar. I'm doing a Twitch stream after this at Crazy Bros 2, which is my Twitch name. Go follow that. We're going to be playing games after this. Mirror, mirror. I'll keep that in mind. For those who also sent me their YouTube channels, I have not looked at them yet. I do apologize. Send them to my Facebook page. I'll try to get to them there. I'm pretty bad about keeping up with messages half the time from there. And I usually just take a day or an hour to sit through and just try to go through as many as I can. But post it there, and I will do my best to get to it. Hillary Olsen joined a little late, but here you are. Son Goku, hello again. Leviathan Slinger. How do your bandmates feel about you singing Disney songs? They understand. They don't care. None of my friends really have that male machismo kind of bravado. A couple of them do, you know, but they all understand, and they love the music, so they know they support me. There's no like, oh, dude, it's so gay, like you're so weak. Like there's none of that business. We're all very respectful of each other. Not to say if you joke on each other like that, you're not being respectful. That just might be the way you communicate. But none of that ever happens, thankfully. So XX Holic 19. There's so many anime openings I need to do, guys. Chris Merlot, that's pretty funny. Thanks, Miles. I see your comment, bro. Man, those were old days. Kagi's come a long way too. His channel's doing really well. Really cool, really good. Happy for him too. Scott Coleman, hi, a long-time listener. First time here for a live session. Well, Scott, thanks for tuning in, bro. Sorry if I'm getting to your message late, but thanks for being here. Celestial Rogue. So you prefer to singing songs with a lot of energy or quieter lullaby-like ones? Do you prefer singing songs with a lot of energy or quieter lullaby-like ones? Along those lines, what was the hardest song you've ever sang? I like singing both, and I guess I prefer songs with a lot of emotion in them. So that can either be high energy or the lullaby slower, but most of the time it's the slow stuff, and I enjoy singing that more. I love emotional songs where I'm able to like pour a lot of soul into it and play a character. Oftentimes that's what it's associated with, so I prefer singing those. But I love the high energy ones. Like This Day Aria is a perfect example of a high energy song with that emotion and that soul. So yeah, hardest song I ever sang. Simple and Clean was really hard, y'all. I don't know if you heard, but that was really hard. Centuries, very hard. Not necessarily because the note's hard to reach, but because it's just all the time. It just batters you over the head every chorus with that note over and over again. Every chorus is remember me for centuries. Oh, my throat. There's a reason he drops it down a couple steps when he sings live. Creighton with the camera. Skyfall. Not a bad idea. Then I will leave. No, don't leave. Let's see. Why don't I work with Disney? Says New York Knicks basketball. Why don't I work with the New York Knicks? Why don't you just let me work with y'all? I mean, I could sing the national anthem. Give me a call. Like, I'll do it. I don't know. Sing at 500. You should do Leave from Once. I've never even heard of Leave. I've heard of Once, but I didn't know they had their own songs. Tony Sadler. Hi, Caleb. So nice to catch you at this time. It's 2:30 a.m. over here in Germany. That's crazy, y'all. That's so early. Well, enjoy the time here. I'll be answering questions for the next hour and 20 minutes or so. Can you cover All Fly from LMP that season 5? I would love to. I'm going to try to get the cover from Dusk and do that pretty soon. Vodka Zombie. I just wanted to say that I love your covers. They're always making me happy. Thank you. They helped me through a tough time. You know, and honestly, that's not all I want for my covers, but that's reward in of itself. Even before any of this ever happened with Let It Go and having subscribers and having a community, it was so nice hearing someone say, this really spoke to me for some reason today. This song that you did spoke to me. Because I know how that feels when you hear something and you watch something and it just resonates with you. It doesn't matter if it's popular. It's just something that hits you and you feel it. And I think it's such a wonderful feeling, and it's a distinct privilege to be the one giving that peace and that calmness to someone else when they're going through troubles, and doing it not just on a small scale, but doing it on a wide scale. And that's just a privilege. So I'm happy for you, Vodka. Hey, Vodka. Colin Jacobs, I am here. Yes, you are. I would love to do Resonance by TM Revolution. I've actually tried, but It sounds really, really terrible. My lyrics are actually all right, but my actual recording is like on the floor bad. It's back before I was really good. I can actually play it a little bit here. It sounds really bad, by the way. I don't really like the instrumental either, but it is what it is.
If you feel that our souls are growing stronger and choose to follow your heart, then I can rest assured that this resonance will ring out and echo into the night. Cross your heart and then you cross your eyes. You will begin to see our fates intertwine. Stay close behind, keep thinking I will be fine. Our destination is one and the same.
Man, this is so old.
Now I look at the future is strangling all of our dreams. Soon this vision I seek will become a nightmare.
So yeah, I've done it. I tried, but it sounded really bad back then, and the instrumental wasn't really that good for it. So if I could find, like, I don't have a band to create a really good instrumentals with, so I have to rely on others and the content they create to even do what I do. And there really wasn't anything good for that. Maybe there is now, but not when I was trying to make it. So yeah, you can see I've come a long way as well. That was like so bad. Not so bad, but pretty. Icy Angels, are you ever going to do the cover, Life's Too Short from Frozen? I would love to. I love the songs they didn't use for the movie. So good. War gunning, not the other whore gunning. Hey, I hope you're doing well. Can you please sing AC/DC Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap? I'd do it if I knew my voice wouldn't be destroyed by the end of it, but I know it would be. Dirty Deeds, like, oh, it hurts my voice even trying. I'm actually able to do a pretty good AC/DC impression if I really try. Out of all the things I can do, that's one of them. Oh my goodness, I am very far behind. Oh my goodness, I am far behind. Oh, I'm so far behind. I'm so sorry, everybody, that I didn't get to I'm not at your questions. I'm just looking how far I am. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I'm so far behind. Oh, okay. Everyone stop for just a second and let me get through these questions. I mean, you can keep posting if you want, but it's just going to be a little longer. I'm going to start spitfiring, guys. This is where I just say your name and answer. No, I don't go any deeper unless it really deserves it, which will be obvious. Jason Crowman says, what was your favorite game as a kid? Sonic the Hedgehog 2? Probably. Or Pokemon Stadium. Sam Choi, can you cover some jazz songs? Shoot me some on my fan page or send me an email, as I really don't know any. Flamer Gamer HD, are you ever going to sing a whole Q&A? I might, and I wouldn't call it a Q&A, though, at that point. I'd probably call it just like a concert, but I would love to. Scott Coleman, Caramel Downson is my pick-me-up song. That's awesome. Do I ever consider doing tutorials, singing lessons on YouTube? Only reason I don't is because I really don't know my stuff. I really only know how to be confident in what I do, and I don't know if that works for everybody, but I've never really considered doing singing lessons because I don't know my material, I don't know the theory, and I don't want to lead anybody astray. That I definitely don't want to do. So that's the only reason I really don't do anything like that. Once I get better, I might, but or get some knowledge, I might do that. But for the time being, I'll put that one on the back burner. Katajack or Kata JK. Sorry, I have to go to bed, but good night. I hope you're still here. Maybe you're gone. Nashi Lane, do you play Kingdom Hearts? If yes, what is your favorite character? I've always been partial to Sora. You know, I only played the first two Kingdom Hearts because I don't have the time to play 6 different games across 5 different platforms. Okay, like it was on the Game Boy Advance, then it was on the DS, then it was on the 3DS, then it was on the PSP. I'm like, I don't have the time. And now they've released like all these HDs, and that's great. Thank you. But like, I'm going to hop into 3 and be blind, okay? If it got too convoluted, it turned into just like an anime with way too much going on. I don't know what anime that might be for you, but there's too many threads. I was not a huge fan of Kingdom Hearts 2 because it was like clearly trying to set up things the whole entire game and really didn't focus on its main storyline. And Haley Joel Osment sounded terrible. That's my opinion, though, of course. Oh, Sheena Rima said, you said my name right. Also, this is fun. I'm glad this is fun. I'm going to be here for a while. Nick Sidney, I like that lamp behind you. I like it, too. If you look at it a certain way, is this a leg? Is this legs or is this lamp, you know? War gunning, or can you do My Chemical Romance famous last words? That is probably more possible. Emi Kosora, hey Caleb, I'm a huge fan. I was wondering if you can answer a question. What are your plans for when you go big minus the tours? Who is your inspiration when you go big minus the tours? Do albums, do meetups, things like that. Go to conventions, sing at conventions. Oh, that'd be so much fun. Who's your inspiration to do this, or is it something you do? I've always loved singing. Ever since I've grown up, I've always loved singing. That's just been within me. And my family, my faith, and my friends all inspire me to keep singing, and the content I sing. And yeah, simple as that. What is my Twitch link? At CrazyBros2. I'll put it in the description here. That is not what I meant. There we go. Link is in the description, everybody, to Twitch. If you want to go to my Twitch and follow me, right after this, we're going to go do some Twitch streaming. Hop onto that or get that. Yo, I am French. I really like your voice. Continue to do that. Arnaz94. I will, man. I will do it just for you. What kind of microphone do you use, Nick Sidney? I use a Shure SM57. Ari Kia. Hello, it's really late and I'm supposed to be in bed, but I just wanted to say hi and let you know you are one of my favorite singers. Your voice is amazing, and I'm so glad I found your channel. Well, I'm so glad you found me, Arika. I hope you've been enjoying Nerd Week. Arikia, I think. Yeah. I hope you've been enjoying Nerd Week, and I hope you will stay beyond Nerd Week for all the stuff I got coming afterwards, because it's really cool and really tight. So yes, thank you. Brian ENG, how do you feel about the latest Supreme Court ruling? I talked about that in my first Q&A, but I think it's been long overdue. I think this is just a right that every American should have, and that's one of the great things about our nation. This is the land of the free, home of the brave, and everyone should have the same rights. It doesn't really come down to beliefs necessarily as it comes down to ethics, straight up. Like, that's your right. And so, yeah, it's bad. It was long due. El Niche, any interest in covering songs from Beck Mongolian Chop Squad? Wow, Beck is an anime I've been wanting to watch, but just never take the time because I'm a pretty big band person. Like I'm not band, I'm a pretty big band. I'm in a band. Okay, so that dynamic, I would love to explore that and see what another anime says about it. So yeah, definitely interested in watching that show. Flamer Gamer HD, Angel with a Shotgun was great. Can you do more AMVs? I'd love to. Olivia the Singer. Good thing Machismo isn't a thing with you guys because your voice kind of gave me a man crush on you. That's perfectly fine. I have man crushes on plenty of singers, trust me. Colin Jacobs, what was your favorite cover? I always say This Day Aria, but it's starting to shift to like anything from Winter Wrap-Up Week. I think I just like singing pony songs. They're just a lot of fun. Yes. Anonymous Chrono, have you ever considered doing The Beauty Underneath from Love Never Dies? I would love to do The Beauty Underneath. Oh my gosh, such a great song. Definitely want to do that one. LWL, I love your voice. Will you try any Chinese songs? Funny enough, I am 25% Chinese, and my mom can speak perfect Cantonese. But I never even thought about it. It's worth a shot, though. I'm sure she'd really appreciate that, actually. It'd be a good Mother's Day present, or a birthday present, or just a random gift. Thanks for the idea, LWL. Pretty good. Can I do a cover of Friends on the Other Side, God of Lightning and Fire? Hello again. I'll probably save that for Horror for Hyles Part 2 for this year. That's been requested a lot. Parody Melody says, I'm trying to start a YouTube channel. How did you start yours? Well, the same way you got yours started. Just uploading covers, talking about putting your music out there, sharing it with friends and family, telling them to share it, listening to your feedback, and always getting better. That's how you start, and that's how you continue. And you never know when something might happen. Something may never happen, but you keep on doing it because you love it. I mean, you can look right back before Let It Go happens on my channel, and I was uploading on, not on a really great basis, but I was uploading it because I loved it. I still do that. But not really a but. You keep doing it because you love it. And that's just how you start. You just upload and you share. Yo, Caleb, if your music wasn't your main devotion in life, what would be your second choice for a career/hobby? Whew. Well, if my hobbies could be my career, and music was not that other one, I would love to do film, produce, direct, work on a set of any kind, doing anything. I love films. I love being part of the production crew. It's a blast. I would love to edit, post-production kind of stuff. I'm really not that well versed at it, but I've loved doing it. What little I have. Have you seen Psycho? Yes, I have. Not actually. I've never seen Psycho. Funny as it is, I remember looking at an old fandom on my computer, half finished of Anahan. I still see you as Popo. Now I don't know if you do fandoms anymore, but it'd be like an honor if you did, dude. Like I think I actually did do a fandom recently, or I need to record because I've been meaning to. But I'm part of this Sailor Moon fandom where I'm Damien, and I've been Damien for a while, like in 3 episodes. So it's like the only thing I still do, and I'm trying to hold to. But I don't know, man. I'd love to do it again, but it's just I just got so much other stuff I'm got going on, and if you can show me what you got so far, like send me an email with what we got left, I definitely would think about doing it again. You know, it'd be a lot of fun. Leviathan Slinger, you saying FOB? Dude, I've been saying FOB. I have so much FOB, and I do like sports, Drew. I do. Let's see. I'm scrolling down now through things. I'm glad you like the Full Metal Alchemist cover. Oh my gosh, wow. So many questions. I'm sorry, I'm skipping through a lot of questions because I'm trying to find stuff that isn't repeats or I've never answered before. Oh, Jessica, that's unfortunate. Oh my god, I never thought I could see you in live. Well, thank you, Korean characters. I'm sorry, I have no hope of ever pronouncing that or reading it. But to all my Korean supporters and people here who can't speak English that well or understand it, thank you very much for being here and taking part in this. I do need to play Dream Drop Distance. Flamer Gamer HD. I did the Hunter x Hunter opening in my first anime openings compilation. You should check it out. I like your attitude. Keep on. Thank you, Bruno. Thank you. Madison Armstrong. Harry Potter or Twilight? Harry Potter all the time. I actually don't really despise Twilight, but Harry Potter is just on a whole nother level. It's not even close. You should be like Twilight or Divergent. That's more accurate. And funny enough, I might go with Twilight for that one. I don't know. Maypate P. Hi, Miss Violet Wolf. Question: if you could do a collab song with anyone in the world, who would it be and why? I'd probably go with Motion City Soundtrack because I love them and I love their lyrics. I love what they stand for. They get it. They get it. Or Metallica or Taylor Swift. Any of those 3 I'd be happy with. Am I sick? I look a little ill. That's just the camera. I can see the bags under my eyes. It's the lighting. I'm not. And it also looks like I'm like incredibly tan. But I'm not. Like, it's just my face is normally brown. I don't tan, okay? I'm not. And I haven't taken a shower today. Maybe TMI, but I'm just kind of like, chilling, whatever. Would I do a setup tour? Brandon Klein. I never even heard of that. Maybe set up my career? Like, maybe. Hunger Games of Divergent. Hunger Games, absolutely. I'm doing well, FTD. And I do play Minecraft every now and then. Minecraft Avatar. I don't really often. It's not my like jam, but I do every now and then. Am I a brony? I am not a brony, just a huge fan of the show. I did not take lessons, Nick Sidney. I only took about 3 to 4, I guess you'd call it lessons, but little get-togethers with my youth pastor's wife, and she taught me some breathing techniques and good warm-ups, and it was very helpful. Even that small information was very crucial. Even a couple lessons. If I say I took lessons, people think like I went for years or for months and studied, and I did none of that. But definitely got some good advice and good practices shown to me, and how to make it work better, or how to sing better. How long does it take to make your cover videos? Anywhere in total from 3 to like 8 hours, depending on how much editing I have to do on the actual video. That's when it gets tricky. If it's just like a straight recording live, it's just drag and drop to a certain degree. When was the moment that you decided to focus more seriously on singing aside from always loving to sing? The moment, I don't know, I do not remember the moment. I remember the period of time when Let It Go happened. That's the best way to say it. I'll just, under that period of time when Let It Go happened, it became clearly evident that now was the time to really try to pursue that. If there was ever a better time to do it, I don't know if it would come. That was the moment that I needed to do something and try. Marvel or DC? Cost Madrid. Marvel. Keyblader 3032. Hi, Kayla. My boyfriend and I love to dance. Not very well. To your cover of Shut Up and Dance. Do you think you'll ever make a music video sort of thing for your cover? Probably not that one, but I love doing music videos. I don't get to do them very much anymore because of how much time it takes and because I don't really have the crew for it. But I'd love to do music videos. I love doing silly. If you look on my channel, guys, look up a video called Lights Out. And it's this stupid phone video recording I did with like 4 of my friends. And it's like in like a Dallas hotel in the top floor with a Rick Astley song. Like, it's so stupid, but it's so much fun. So I love doing that kind of stuff. It wouldn't be that amateur looking, but it would be fun. I can promise you that. I just skipped all the way down by everybody just because I'm having to catch up to things now. Hunter Herbert. Hey, Caleb, I am a hunter. Makes sense. I was wondering why metal is in your motto, but you don't cover any rock or metal songs. Interesting. No one's ever asked that, but you're right. I do say peace, love, and metal because several years ago, when I kind of made my friend group online that I really met with, I would often, my lead from conversations would be peace, love, and metal. I would often say that, or peace and metal, or love and metal. And people knew me as the metalhead back then in my friend group because I listened to Metallica, I listened to Megadeth, was big into Nevermore. I'm pretty selective with my heavy metal, Slipknot included, but I was known as the metalhead, and I loved all kinds of metal music. And I have certain things I prefer way more than others, but so it's more or less about me. I don't really cover a lot of metal and hard rock songs because it won't do well on the channel, obviously, but it's part of who I am, and that's why it sticks with me. And I think metal also has a tendency to be perceived badly by those who aren't within the metal social circle or understand the metal community, the heavy metal community. So I'm trying to inject metal's kind of bad reputation and are trying to change the face of metal's reputation. It's more of a lifestyle and an attitude rather than it's more of an attitude rather than a lifestyle is the best way to put it. And that's why it's part of my motto. It's because it's part of my attitude and what I love. So you will eventually see more hard rock and metal covers if my channel really goes somewhere, because then I'll feel more freedom to post something like that. But like something like Pelike does. Like every now and then he'll post these random obscure covers to bands you've never heard of. But then there's like 80,000 people who watch it and lose their mind because they love that band. I want to do stuff like that, but I don't have 700, 900,000 subscribers to rest on to know that when I release that cover, I'm going to take a hit, not only by numbers and viewing, but also by subscribers, because y'all are some discerning people and you only really stick around for the stuff you love. And if you see something you don't like, people bolt. So, but I don't have that luxury right now necessarily to do something that out there, but I would love to. And I still love metal. I'd love to cover metal. It's also hard to find instrumentals for the metal songs I like. So it's just different. And if you really want my metal stuff, Hunter, I'm part of a metal band called From the Dark. And if you go to any video I have and go to my description, click on the My Band tab, and it'll take you right to our page. We have an album coming out, a second album coming out this year, but you can listen to our first album on Spotify by just typing in From the Dark, or you can purchase it on CD Baby or iTunes. And that's where you're really going to see my harder edge come out, because that's where I really add my grit when I sing. And it's really melodious. In fact, the first album is called The Opera Ghost, and it's based off of Phantom of the Opera, and it's all very melody-based and feels just like Phantom of the Opera. And I don't exaggerate when I say that. It feels like the Phantom of the Opera musical expanded and made heavy metal. It's really cool. If you've never listened to the album, go check it out and let me know what you think, because I know we don't get a whole lot of feedback on our music. But we'd love to hear. We'd love to hear from y'all. Do you like the band My Chemical Romance? I love the band My Chemical Romance, Carrie. I'm so sad they broke up. Just really upset. they had so much. They already met their potential. They already proven it, but they had so many more places to go and so much more to say. And Gerard Way's new stuff is just really just meh, like the most meh thing on the planet. Maybe the next album will be better, but he is meh. Meh, I say. Let's see. I prefer Avatar. Yep. I don't really like any of them, or both of them, but I'll go with that one. I am a dog and cat person. I'm more of a cat person, but I do like dogs. Madison. Tomas Stark. What kind of covers do you prefer? Mainstream songs, anime, Disney? I don't prefer a certain genre of in what you're talking about. I prefer a certain sound. And that was already answered before about the lullaby or the high energy. I'm more for the emotional songs. That's what I always go for. I've been a fan of yours since I saw your cover of Immortals and Centuries by Fall Out Boy, Gary Barlow. Have you been naturally that good of a singer, or were you taught? I was taught, quote unquote, by going through choir my entire life. And that naturally comes with a little bit of guidance and a lot of practice and a lot of just time singing and looking and just pushing yourself forward. And so it did not come naturally. I have this recording of me that is so bad. So bad. I question whether I should even play this, because it is that bad. I will play a little bit of it, and you'll get the idea. This is or is this the one I edited? That is the one I edited. I don't have it here. That's so sad. I did a cover of Somewhere Only We Know when I was much, much, much younger. And it's a really, really poor recording. And hold up. Maybe this is it. Is this it? I don't think this is it. Oh, here it is. This is me from 2007, y'all. So this isn't terribly long ago, but I was not good. And yes, there isn't any editing on this, but editing doesn't save this, guys. I also was really stopped up at the time, but that doesn't change anything. It really doesn't. All right, Caleb. Wow, everybody, with your amazing voice.
I walked across an empty land. I knew the pathway like the back of my hand. I felt the earth beneath my feet, sat by the river, and it made me complete. Oh, simple fate, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're gonna let me in. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. A name across desire, they're looking at me. Is this the place that I've been dreaming of? Oh, simple fate, where have you gone? I'm getting old and I need something to rely on. So tell me when you're
So you get it. I'm not about to subject y'all to any more of that because it's terrible. But you get the idea. I was not taught necessarily, but I did not just come out of the womb singing. Talent isn't necessarily what I'd say I have. More or less maybe a predisposition just from how I was raised and my parents themselves and how they grew up with music to really have a more of a what's the word? More of a desire to sing and really pursue it on a deeper level. So yeah, I'm pretty bad. I'm quite the nerd man up. Definitely a good game. Or great game, depending on how you go it. That was me singing, everybody. That was me. I do exactly, everybody. I mean, yeah, see, Madison, I'm singing through my nose. Like, I grew up a lot. I learned how to sing better. This game video is also probably going to be claimed because I played Somewhere Only We Know. Like a male Barbra Streisand. Oh, it so is, Gary. It so is. I do like the band Need to Breathe, Navy the Walrus. I'm sorry, I skipped down pretty far. Let's see. Wendy Rowena, do you do a lot of voice editing when you publish your covers? I try not to do a lot of voice editing because everyone can tell. Everyone can tell when you've edited your voice to complete crap, and it just ends up losing all of its integrity. So I do not touch it up very much because oftentimes I try to have it to where it doesn't need it, and also because it ruins the integrity of the song. So no, I try to do as very little as possible. Because y'all have some discerning ears over there. Very discerning ears. Chaperone Nero. Yeah. So everyone knows. If you're ever wondering, I play that just to say anybody really can get better. So it's like you don't have to feel too bad. And mind you, I think I was, how old was I? 15 at that point, 16, you know. That's just how it is, y'all. Light 'em up, Lane Rice. I'd love to do that song. I'd love to do more Fall Out Boy. I'd love to do a Fall Out Boy album at this point, considering how well the covers do. Like, it's really, I never expected the Fall Out Boy covers to do as well as they have done. That was a complete shock. So, thank y'all for that. What's my favorite anime? Lewis Jones says. Had to be Rose and Maiden. I've never even heard of it, but pretty awesome. Leviathan Slinger, good night, Caleb. It was so awesome to interact with you. Keep doing what you do. You're awesome at it. Thank you, Leviathan. And go check out the metal music. Go do it. I think you already actually have. That's why you're asking about it. Do I sing in Spanish? Says Chapanero. No, I do not, because I do not speak Spanish, sadly. But I have gotten many a request to do so. Just in case you didn't get this, do you like Pepsi or Coke? I love Pepsi. 2, 3, 2. Well, I think I know what my answer should be, just so I don't offend you. I prefer Coke. I'm not gonna lie to you. But Pepsi is a treat, if that makes you feel better. Pepsi's very treat-like. Coke is like the daily thing that just feels right, you know. But the Pepsi's the treat. It's like the candy, you know. When artists edit their music to crap, it's called mainstream music. It's true. Very true. Gary Barlow, if you like emotional songs, I think you could sing the song Facade by Disturbed. I love that song. I love Facade. I love Disturbed. I'm really sad they're not doing music right now, or what they're doing. What software do I use to edit your songs? I use Adobe Audition predominantly. It really gives it that full sound, that resonance. And then I use Sony Vegas to do all the other stuff. Let's see. Yeah. I have seen Red, White, Black, and Yellow, and I have the first season on DVD or Blu-ray. I've just been trying to watch it. I'm actually drinking Coca-Cola Life. If you've never had it, it's stevia and cane sugar, and it's like half the calories, and it's really good. And you don't drink any of the aspartame or any of the other stuff that's like really bad for you. So, yeah, check it out. It's pretty good. Let's see. What else we got here? Favorite Disney movie? Inside Out. All of a sudden it became Inside Out. It's so good. Have you gone to any conventions? What do you think of them? I love conventions, Kayla. I love going to conventions. I've been to at least, I can count on two hands how many I've been. AWA, Anime Weekend Atlanta, San Japan, A-Con, MomoCon. I went to FWA for a weekend in Atlanta. What else? I do not recall. I've been to several, and they're a lot of fun. I love going to cons. I'd also love to perform at cons. Courage Triforce. You don't know my abilities. No, I can never be Draymond. I can never be Draymond. It's just not how it's going to be. I'm going to do it in my way, my style, and I can't do him. I'll do me, and I'll do it as best as I can. But I'll never be him. He is so distinct and unique. You can't replicate him. You just have to try and the best to do your own take on it. Replicating, you'll lose. You'll never be him. Sing Pink Floyd and Queen. Queen, maybe. Pink Floyd, I don't even know anything from Pink Floyd. Now your Baby Caleb cover of Somewhere Only We Know is stuck in my head. I'm sorry. I came across an empty line, back of my hand. You do need to remember your favorite these later, Hoshina Rima. Madison Armstrong, oh, please do a Christian song cover. If you go to my channel and go to my band, or Reverb, no, my band, what the heck it's called. If you go to my Facebook page and go to my band profile or something like that or another, I have a cover of Warren from 10th Avenue North. So you can go check that out and download that. It's for free, Madison. And yeah, I really like that cover that I did. They have a new cover. Whoa, they have a new album come out in August? Bull crap. I don't believe you. I'm going. There's no way. No, they don't. No, they don't. No, they don't. Holy crap, they do. Okay, to be fair, this was announced June 23rd, okay? It's been, I'm not all off. Oh, it's so exciting. It's exciting. Holy crap. Sorry, I'm having a moment. The vengeful one. Ooh, that sounds tight. Oh, Jessica asked the same thing. Brian ENG, do you appreciate EDM like dubstep, electro house music? Appreciate. I respect it for what it is. I do not like it, and as just a listening experience, I don't understand the appeal. As a, like, it feels like music that more serves a purpose rather than something. Well, all music serves a purpose of some kind, but it feels more, and this maybe not make sense at all, but it feels more like it has a liturgical purpose. Like it's meant to serve as a device for, like, say, dancing or clubbing or being around people or kind of losing yourself in noise. I feel like it serves more that purpose, if I were to say anything. It's not exactly critical thinking, which is what I love about other kinds of, my kind of music. The music I listen to is more thinking music, and it's all about the actual melody and the composition, not necessarily about the rhythm and the beats and the vibe, I should say. So I respect it for what it is and what it does, but it's not something I understand why anyone would listen to for just listening's pleasure. But that's me. I could be completely wrong. Obviously, it does well. Obviously, it has a market. It's just not the kind of music I'm into. Infested AZN, hello from Canada. Sandy Aubin, hello from France. Have I listened to Incubus? I have listened to Incubus. War gunning. If you ever live in South Carolina, find a guy named Taylor and his sister Sabree. If you're interested in making a music video, do them cheap but good. I might have to if I find myself in South Carolina. I don't believe you. To the Google. So true, Obo. Just go straight to the Google. I would love to collab with Owl City and Lindsey Sterling. If you know them, Ellie, let me know. The Gaming King. Can you do a cover of Fantastic Baby? I've never even heard of it. just sounds like something I'd say to a mother of a newly born child. Ooh, that's a fantastic baby. That is true. I am not a Whovian. Show is good television, but it is just not my cup of tea. Not my cup of tea, like British tea. Cup of tea. Well, I just want to let you know that Warren sounds awesome. Thank you, Jessica. I don't really get a lot of comments on Warren just because it's kind of buried in my music and other, not on YouTube, so it's already buried immediately because it's not on YouTube. But thank you. I've never even heard of Another Brick in the Wall. So many songs I've never heard of. Hello from Australia, says Torts. Jess Tulio. Or Jess Tulio? Hello. Say hello to Brazil. Hello, Brazil. Hello. Can you cover any songs from the Uta no Prince anime? I actually sang in an opening of Uta no Prince. Is it gone? Maybe it isn't. Hold on, let me see. See if I can learn English. Maybe it's here still. Maybe it's here still. It's probably not here. Is it here? Is this here? Is this someone else? This ain't us, is it? This isn't. No, it's not. That's such a shame. Where did I go? We had an opening. Oh, it's so unfortunate. I did a cover of, I was Ren in a cover of Maji 1000% Love. And me and several other people were in it. And we sounded really tight. We sounded darn good. But I think it's gone now. Maybe it's still here? Come on, please be here. Hey! That's not ours. I can tell pretty quickly. No, it's not. Not it. I'm not going to be able to find it. That's so upsetting. And unfortunate. Because I thought it was pretty good. I even had like a solo part, you know. I like nothing like Ren. I actually did a fan dub as Ren. I was Ren. Not a bad idea, shipping is magic. Destiny awaits. What advice do you have for young people who want to pursue their dreams but lack the confidence to do so? I want to be an artist / animator, but I fear I will fall under the starving artist category. I'll get to that really quick, but I'll answer some of these smaller ones really quick. Let's see. Oh, K-pop Big Bang. Oh my gosh, I know Kara would know that song. Can you do more cover of Kingdom Hearts? I might, Kevin, depending on the demand for it. Very well could. Madison Armstrong, tea or coffee? Tea. Or tea or overly sugared Starbucks drinks. That I like. Lewis Jones, long shot, but I personally have contact with Eric Clapton. Believe me or not, it's your choice. I wondered if he agreed to a collab informally. Imagine your popularity boost. Lewis, if you can somehow get in contact with Eric Clapton and talk to him about me and have him do a cover with me, I would do it in a heartbeat. I would drop a lot of what I'm doing, almost all of it, and do something with Eric Clapton, like in a heartbeat. There's no two ways about it. So just, yeah, I would do it. So if you can get in contact with the man, maybe talk about his new album. I don't know. Just, yeah, I believe you. But to answer your question, Destiny awaits X3, you don't need to worry about being in the starving artist category, because the starving artist makes it seem like, first of all, we live in a first world and we're rarely going to starve. You know, it's mainly how you perceive things. It's your attitude. And one thing I've learned over the past couple of years is that it's not as easy for some people to have a positive attitude and outlook and mindset about certain things. And it's not necessarily any fault of their own. It's just kind of how they were built. It's kind of how they were made. There's a genetic composition for how people kind of act. You know, the argument nature versus nurture, but we have to understand that nature has a way about things. And if you are naturally, using the word nature, naturally inclined to be more timid, this is going to be a struggle for you for the rest of your life. I am naturally more inclined to have trouble remembering things. I am naturally more forgetful. This is just how it's been my whole life. And whether nature or nurture, you can argue that, but I've talked to and known enough people that have struggles their whole life to start to think that this is not necessarily a nurtured thing. Rather, it is a nature thing. But even if that's not the case and not true, you have to work at the things you want to be and how you want your personality to form and how you want your attitude to be. It's work. I can't just sit here and say, well, have a better outlook about being a starving artist. Have a better attitude about living paycheck to paycheck. I can't tell you that, because I mean, I might be able to adapt that mentality easily, but it might not be for you. It's a slap in your face to just say it and be like, well, as it should be. You should just be able to freaking be okay with it because I am. No, that's just me. That's me. That's how, either whether nurtured or natured, that is how I am, not how you are. And so me telling you or telling anybody, just have this attitude and this positive outlook, or putting it in a meme or a picture does not make it easy. If anything, it makes people feel worse about the fact that they can't be that they don't, why can't they just get it? If you don't, it's not about just getting it. It's not you're going to wake up and understand and have a better outlook about things and a positive attitude and, you know, being okay with a starting artist, or wake up and have confidence, or just believe, or read something cute that's going to make you have confidence. You work at it. It's a struggle every day. It's the tiny steps. It's not being able to sing. It's just being able, okay, to hear your voice. You know, it's with being okay to be anything above negative 37 decibel level with hearing yourself. It is a confidence. It's the next level to be able to sing to your friends. It's the next level to post something on YouTube. It's the next. Everyone has a baseline from where they are, and they have to work up from there. Don't let anybody tell you who's up here with their confidence level tell you, well, all you got to do is just like believe, and you're here with me. It's not. If you feel as though you lack that confidence, the one thing I want you to not do is focus on everybody who has what you're desiring, and what you're desiring is that confidence to be that way, and to just be able to just throw yourself at anything with reckless abandon and put your all into it. That's not everybody. That's a special case, and you don't need to. They can be an example, but you don't need to use them as your what. You don't need to envy that, because you are your own person and you have your own abilities. You have the things that make you special, and you have to focus on those things. And if you want to be something that you naturally aren't, then you have to work at it piece by piece. Realize where you are in your ability of confidence and work from there. Don't shoot for the moon immediately, because you will fall on your face every time and just be disappointed and then not want to get up. If for you, being confident as an artist / animator, or whoever you are, because I realize I'm talking pretty long now, whoever you are, wherever level you're at, whatever you want to be, realize what level you are at. That's the hardest thing I think you're going to do, is where am I right now, and what is the next step I need to take? Don't try to run to the top of the hill and sprint there, because you'll get tired and you'll fall back down even further than when you started. That's my best advice, is don't be afraid. If you fall into that category of being a starving artist, it's okay. It really is okay. And that's just my outlook too, because if that scares you to death, being that, then it scares you to death. If it scares you to no end to be a starving artist and living paycheck to paycheck, that is perfectly fine. And if you need to do certain exercises or confidence drills, or talk to somebody enough, or make a plan to where you can avoid being that way, or making a plan to where if you get there, you'll feel safe and you'll still feel comfortable and you won't be scared, then that's what you need to do. Because if that's what terrifies you, then you have to work around that. Don't just try to necessarily, work to try to have a better attitude, but don't just try to change yourself overnight. I'm not going to be able to give you the golden rule, the perfect way to become more confident, but you have to do what's within your means. Know your limits and work within them. And only then will you actually be able to increase your limits and get better at recognizing and carrying out what you want to do to become more confident. And end rant. Another, I'm sure the comments section is exploded at this point, and I probably went off in about a billion different directions, and I hope you're able to follow my train of thought, because I know I kind of go everywhere with it. Okay, let's see. I'm just going to skip right to the bottom, everybody. I do apologize. "37 decibels" is me. Sorry, I'm reading people's comments. Frustrated Tree. Hey, Kayla, I stumbled across your channel and I've had a blast going through your videos. I love your fun approach to things. I've been showing people your videos at work to grow the Canadian HHC. That is awesome. I need a Canadian branch. You're the head, Frustrated Tree. You're the head of the branch. Start it. What video games do I play? All kinds of games. And you'll know here in about 30 minutes when I jump on the Twitch stream. Actually might be probably like 9:15 or 9:20, because I'm going to set up my Hauppauge, and I might do some other things than just my Xbox One Twitch stream. So yeah, it might be a little right after 9, but hey, it'll still be fun. Let's see. Excuse me. Jumping to the bottom. Steve Kim, I have been singing all my life, bro, since I was a little bit fetus. Anyway. I would love, Madison, you ask if I ever do a country cover. If you go deeper into my channel, you can find a cover I did of How Do You Like Me Now from Toby Keith. I'm serious. It exists. Now, it's not pretty like my other covers, but you can hear me. It's pretty evident. Someone says, "Oh my OMG, hello, dear Caleb. How are you?" I'm doing just fine. I cannot pronounce your name. There's just no way. Sandy Aubin says, "I love what you do. My little sister loves you too." I love both of y'all, and thank you for being here. Favorite retro video game and why? Sonic the Hedgehog 2, Kayla in, because me and my brother could play it together, and it was the first time we really cooperated it's the first time we ever really cooperated instead of being competitive on any level. So it was a good bonding moment for us. And yeah. Joaquin, see you later. Thank you, War Gunning. Regina K. Kava, what's this about? I'm answering questions. I'm sitting. Can I do a whistle note? I cannot do a whistle note. The highest I can go, So I really can't go that high, and there's no reason to even go that high. But that's not a whistle. I know what you mean by whistle, and I can't do it. There's also really no practical place to use whistle range in music. I've never really heard it, to be honest. Say hello to Honduras, please, Kevin Yagami. Hello, Honduras and Kevin Yagami. Batman versus Superman. Superman. I know if Superman isn't stupid, which half the time he is, Superman always. The Canadian branch cannot be stopped. Donkey Kong Country's great too. Bloody Stains, what up, man? Which cover will you do next for Nerd Week? Well, I will be doing a certain song that was requested very early on in the week and had a lot of love. And a good buddy of mine recently uploaded a cover of it as well. In fact, I did a collab with him not too long ago, and he uploaded a cover recently of it. And I'll be doing that song. So, yeah. Get excited for it. Let's see. You sound like a lion cub when you whistle a note. That's not really whistling. That's just me going into my head voice and making my head hurt. Prince of Egypt. I've been asked to do that a lot, Jessica. My name is Karam. There we go, Karam. Got it. Got it. That blasted my ear holes. Oh, no. Darude Sandstorm. Maybe. Favorite game? Shadow of the Colossus, Ashley. Shadow of the Colossus for days. Maybe it'll be The Last Guardian, but right now it's Shadow of the Colossus. You're the best. Thank you, Kevin. 98.9. Hello again. Hey, Caleb, I'm your biggest fan. Me and my sister listen to your music, and we love your singing. You are awesome to us. Y'all are awesome to me. It's because of people like y'all who listen and attend these things that I'm able to do this on a consistent basis and to like devote the amount of time that I do to it. It's awesome getting to chat with even like a handful of y'all. I know most of y'all are just watching and not really chatting, but it's really cool to even just be like chatting with like 13 people. Like that's so cool. That's so cool for me. Please cover Trap God. Apparently I need to cover Trap God. I've been asked that by 2 separate people now. Do I even lift? I don't, Navy. I don't lift. I need to lift. This is so weak. I'm so weak. Have you ever thought of putting music on iTunes, Golden Duo? I think some of it is on iTunes, actually. Maybe not, but I really should. They have some different ways they do things, so it's not always the same. But or they have different rules, so it's a little more difficult. And they also don't give you as much royalties when you sell their music, so it's kind of like, what the heck? So if you really want my music, go to louder.fm, louder.fm, L-O-U-D-R. There is no E-R, it's L-O-U-D-R.fm to download a handful of my songs. I want to upload more to Louder. I'm planning on doing that very soon. Josie Jones. So, let's see. You should do a cover of Luke Bryan's song. Man, I love Luke Bryan. He's my boy. I shouldn't I? Was you a clever student? Tell us about the things you was doing when you were in a classroom. I was the class clown in the elementary school days. I was always the class clown. I was cutting up. When I say class clown, like I don't mean like I caused a ruckus and like I got sent to the office all the time. I was just that silly kid. But I always knew my limits. I was trying to be a comedian for a very long time. That's what I wanted to be for a long time, was a comedian. And so I'm working. I'm kind of funny every now and then. My humor is really stupid. Even at the end of my videos when I'm kind of ranting and getting all hype and whatnot, because that's the thing to do. That humor is kind of all on the fly and not like really that funny. I'm more of an observational humorist. And that's the kind of stuff I love. So comedians like Brian Regan, Jim Gaffigan, Nate Burgatz, I forgot to say his name. Chris Delia, Chris Rock. Who else? Dimitri Martin. I love comedians. I am like the Laugh Factory. I like go on 3-hour binges of the Laugh Factory. Riley, you're so pumped, aren't you, man? It's gonna be so much fun. The instruments I play include drums. I used to play the trombone. That is super southern. I'm a deep bass singer. I swear your voice makes Mono cry. Silas Hernandez, bro. I would love to be a deep bass singer. Nothing makes me more jealous of a voice than listen to the song Black is the Color of My True Love's Hair from Peter Holland's channel. That dude's bass is so gorgeous and just makes you like cry. I would love to do stuff like that. Love to do stuff like that. But I just can't. There's no way. There's no way. What was the best movie you've seen recently, says Kayla. Inside Out. Hands down. Throws money. I will upload more to Louder. I will. More gunning. I'm from Montgomery, Alabama. Right now I'm in Austin, Texas with my fiance. Golden Duo says you should do covers of older songs like Fly Me to the Moon or Can't Help Falling in Love with You. I love those songs. I think those are sweet songs. I mean, maybe I'll have a week dedicated to it. Who knows? I can do anything with these week-long things. You never know. Question, where's the cover for today, Sam Butler? It's already uploaded. I just uploaded it, Sam Butler. Go look at it. Go to my channel. Check it out. It's there. It is there. Let's see. Hey, Caleb. What's up, Drew? Hey, Andrew. Good to see you. Opinion on League of Legends. I suck at it, Ashley. That's the opinion. I suck at it. I tried to be the main... I forget what's his name. I played it one time. We lost barely. I wasn't really that much help. So I just kind of... I don't want to spend 45 minutes of my life knowing I'm going to lose or I might lose. Too much rides on it. I'm not that competitive of a person. But 45 minutes in, I'm going to get pretty competitive. And if I lose, I've just wasted my time. I can't help but feeling it, you know. But That's my personal problem more than anything. Well, thank you, Destiny, for that. Thank you for the question, too, straight up. It was a great question, and it gave me a lot to think about, too. Half the time when I rant and go on these little tangents, you're just hearing my stream of consciousness, and only until after I've said it do I really process, do I actually believe that? Does that make sense? So it's like a better tangent. It's all right. Beautiful People by Marilyn Manson to help balance out all the happy music. Beautiful People. It's such a weird song. He's so weird. But that's what he wants to be weird. That's part of his shtick. The beautiful people. The beautiful people. I'm naked on stage, peeing on the crowd. Like, why are you doing that? The crowd doesn't want your pee. Why are you naked? Why? To make me uncomfortable? Good job. What time is it where you are now, says Iris. 8:40. Madison Armstrong. My sister and me are freaking out. Thank you so much for doing this Q&A. We love your music so much. I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Avi is great. Caleb, what's your favorite song? Woo, that's hard. Look up Even If It Kills Me from my Motion City soundtrack. Even If It Kills Me. It's a very good summation of how I am as a person is a better way to look at. Have I seen Jurassic World? I have not, Riley. Could you sing Snow Fairy from Fairy Tale? Ever since I did that Fairy Tale AMV, or uploaded that AMV and put my song to it, I've been getting a lot of requests for Fairy Tale stuff, so who knows, next year I might do it. You live in GA. Georgia. Good old Georgia. Super hot over there right now. Super hot. You should sing Smells Like Teen Spirit. Funny enough, I did a stupid Rock Band cover of it many years ago and uploaded it to my other channel, which is gone now. So that really, I don't know what information that does to help you, other than I've tried to sing it. Bloody Stains, but, you know. On a scale of 1 to 10, what is your favorite color of the alphabet? That is the craziest sentence I have ever read in a very long time. That's awesome. Favorite color of the alphabet on a scale of 1 to 10. That is awesome. I'm trying to follow the joke. It would have to be pie. Absolutely favorite pie. I don't know if that fits. I have not seen Insidious 3. Carol wants to see it desperately, and if she was up here, she'd be like, yes, I want to see it, and she'd throw a book at me because she's Maka. Riley has lots of problems, apparently. Broadway week, Jay Gila, possibly. Maybe another show tune summer, something like that. Beatriz Casemiro. Wow, fantastic. Timothy Timmons. Hey, Caleb. I think I already said you. But hello again. What's one place you've always wanted to travel to? Italy or Japan? Those are my top two. Florence, Italy would be amazing because I've taken 5 art history classes. I'm not kidding. I know a lot about art history, actually. I can't just conjure it up from my head, but if you brought it up, I'd be able to discuss it with you. And just insane. I would love to go, though. I've seen so much art there, so much beautiful art. Let's see. Drive by Incubus. Good song, actually. Obviously a captain. Do you like Neil Diamond? I don't know enough Neil Diamond, but I'm sure I'd like him. Most old music I like. Good night, Sandy. Thanks for coming. Kareem, what's my favorite movie? Inside Out right now, but WALL-E or Where the Wild Things Are or Reign Over Me. You said my name. I died a 3rd time. Riley's going to die so many times this night. Is Buffalo, 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 Buffalo. That's fun to say. Best video I think I've made. Wow, best video I think I've made? Shoot. I have to get back to you on that one. Thank you, Liliana. What DSLR do I use? So a friend of mine's name's Drew. It's a Canon EOS 60D. I really don't know what to tell you beyond that because I don't know a lot about cameras, but that's what he uses. I love when you're being goofy on videos and then you abruptly cut to the next thing. My husband says he pictures her fiance saying no and cutting off the camera. It's very true. Your husband is right. That's oftentimes what's happening. But I know it's a pretty funny cut, so I put it in there anyway. Hold Me Down is amazing, Kayla. Oh my gosh, Motion City soundtrack for life. Quick, name the 9 classes of TF2. Healer, shooter, another shooter, a different kind of shooter, warlock, a mage, a medic, an engineer, a scientist, and a babysitter. Yes. What's the thing you hate most when recording, says Timothy. The thing I hate most when recording is when my recording software closes on me. Or this happened today. When I'm recording a take and memory runs out. And I know you can see it prior to that, and I usually just try to kind of push it to see if I can. And when it gives out on me, I'm like, dang it, shouldn't have done that. That's unfortunate. It's true, though. Frank says, best video is obviously male cover of Let It Go. A lot of people would agree with you. Have you heard of Voltaire? I've heard of Voltaire. Yes, I have. I don't remember what Voltaire does. I have to know now. Oh, the artist, of course. Yes. My favorite artist during that time was Botticelli. He was my favorite. That was my boy. He was. I'm look up some Botticelli. He was like the freaking so awesome. He was insane about the stuff he was doing. Okay, like, okay, I won't get into it. He just was like a Renaissance man for his time. Do you have a plan to do a tour? Says Doris Desai. I would love to. Haley McFadden, what is your favorite song? Let's pick a different one. Let's go with When I Go Down from Reliant K. Look up When I Go Down from Reliant K for my favorite song, Haley McFadden. Look that up. Irish Saddlebread. I love your beard. Thank you. Where'd you like my beard? Mitch, Mazel Allen. Say my name. Okay, said it. Said it. I said it wrong, but I said it. I think Pepsi's better than Coke. You know, I couldn't tell I love Pepsi 1, 2, 3, 2, whether it was your favorite or not. March Bunny. Caleb, do you like receiving fan art? Hello again. I love receiving fan art. I always love it. It doesn't happen very often, but when it does, I lose my mind. I don't care if it's like bad or if it's like a masterpiece. I just love seeing fan art and knowing that someone took the time to create something for me with their own abilities, and that's really cool that they made something by hand for me, and that I really appreciate that because I know that takes a lot of time and effort. Can we be best friends, Golden Duo? We can chat, hang out, be friends, see where it goes. You know. How many times do you run through or practice a song before you record it and upload it? It depends. It really does depend on how easy or hard the song is. It can be anywhere from like, I'll listen to a song that I'm recording probably at least 3 days in advance of recording, or 2 to 3 days in advance of recording it, and really try to learn it well and just expose myself to the song. Just exposing yourself to the song half the time gets you acquainted. At least for me, it gets me acquainted with it. So when I hear it, I'm familiar. I'm able to follow the rhythm, the little tiny nuances in the song to maybe do something on camera with, or sing a certain way, change the melody, and then I actually run through it, the whole song, about like 3 to 4 times to get it right. And if I can't get it after 3 to 4 times, I just table it for another day and I listen to it more, which has happened before. just to get it perfect. So yeah. Rin Kagamine, hello, welcome. Favorite song to sing? Excuse me, I just burped. Anything from My Little Pony is my favorite song to sing. Rachel Devasser? Have you ever considered acting or voice acting? Absolutely, I have. I would love to. It'd be a dream to like do that as a career. Fundalin Burst. Mo na to. I'm sorry. There's no way. I've forgotten hiragana. I used to know it. It's gone now. Did you ever used to do theater? I wouldn't be surprised considering the amount of emotion you put into a lot of songs. I did some theater for my church and acted in some of the small stuff there. But I've always been into musicals. I've always been into theater. Gone to my local Shakespeare theater productions. So, yes, I used to do theater. I still love to do theater. It just doesn't very happen often, and I don't really have the time for it, or in order to make the time. Do I ever do single takes of songs? Yes. The cover I did today was a single take of a song. Actually, a lot of the covers recently this week have been single takes. Sam Butler, jump on the bed, but don't bump your head. There's like a fan right there. It wouldn't work. It just wouldn't work. Why are you not rich? I don't want to be rich. I'd rather be wealthy because then I know it's going to sustain itself and I can have my family will be provided for. Would I ever be interested in voice acting for a YouTube series ever, says the Aunt Susie. It really depends on like how well the series is done and the popularity of it, because it's just a matter of time commitment. And how well the series is doing is usually a good indication of if it's worth your time or not. Hey man, are you up for commissions as in singing? Yeah, sure. If you, my business email is calebhylesmusicinfo@gmail.com. calebhylesmusicinfo@gmail.com. You can find it on my YouTube page in my About section, and you can find it on my Facebook page and my email lists. And that's where you can email kind of business inquiries and stuff like that. Let's see. Favorite pony of the main 6 is Rarity. Yep. And why not Fluttershy? What's wrong with Fluttershy? I love her. Thank you, Doris Sy. Congratulations for 157K subscribers. Thank you very much. Do you take song commissions? And once again, yes, I do. calebhylesmusicinfo@gmail.com. And we'll discuss and we'll work it out, see if we can make something happen. Punisher Kid 4. My favorite song of yours is either Don't Rain on My Parade or Bring It Home. Cool. What is your favorite week thing you do? Nerd Week, Fall for Disney, Winter Wrap-Up Week, things like that. My favorite week I've done thus far might be Winter Wrap-Up Week. I'm just partial to that kind of music and that sound. Nerd Week 2014 was awesome because I just kind of got an audience for things, and I was really hyped about it, and it's the first thing I ever really organized. Nerd Week 2015 was like so spur of the moment kind of thing. Like I knew it was coming up, but I had school and I had traveling, and I just had all kinds of things leading up to it that kind of stopped me from really committing as much time as I'd like to it. But I'm really happy with the way it's come out. Like I'm very proud of it. But I guess I haven't really had time to enjoy it necessarily because it's just been day to day, do this, do that, fix it, make it work. But my favorite is Winter Wrap-Up Week thus far. I've loved planning that. I loved setting that out, singing the songs. It was just so much fun. And I love that fan base. I love how passionate they are. I'd love to sing Colors of the Wind. Allison? Dantas? When I do more Disney stuff, I will definitely. It's Rin Kagamine. Kagamine? Rin Kagamine. Yes. Got it. Do I make up the English lyrics or do you have others do it for you? I make up the English lyrics for a majority of the songs I sing. The one I sung today for FMA Brotherhood, I did not. I used unknown songbirds for that, which I rarely do, but it was mainly a time crunch thing that I used her lyrics. Because oftentimes, anytime you ever see an English cover from me, aside from the Hunter x Hunter opening I did in my anime openings, I always write my own lyrics. I enjoy doing it. It's a creative outlet for me, and it allows me to be more into the music. So I do write my own lyrics. The expressions of the judges' faces were priceless when you sang Les Mis and Albert sings. That was such a cool moment for me, Jay, singing that. And I was so nervous. I was shaking so bad. I kept trying to explain away. Like, I didn't even realize I kept trying to explain away certain parts that I wasn't as happy with. But they were like, nah, you were great. But I was really happy with that performance. I can do it even better, to be honest. I was just so nervous. Can I burn something of yours? What? I love fire. No, you can't. You can burn my music if you want to. Could you sing Art of the Dress, says Fundalimverse. I already have. Winter Wrap-Up Week happened. I already did Art of the Dress. If you like pony songs and want me to sing them, I did 7 of them. So go check those out. They're pretty awesome. I would love to do a collab with Peter Hollins and Lexi Walker. I would love to do it. They're both great singers and both great people and Fabness. But they just gotta you have to let them know for me. I can go and talk to them and whatnot, but what really gets their attention is when the communities and their fan bases come to them and talk to them. That's when they really start paying attention. I'm actually getting a phone call, ladies and gentlemen, and I might mute, I might not. We'll see what happens. Hello? Hello? That's all right. Bye. Funny enough, he said my name. He was like, it was like so much noise. It was like, Caleb. He might have said hello, but it was like, Caleb. And I was like, yes. And he's like, I got the wrong number. I was like, okay. So, wrong number, I guess. Let's see. Yolanda Miller. I wanted to let you know I love your videos. I can't sing at all because of a voice disorder, but music is a huge part of my life, and you've done so many of my favorite songs. Thank you. That's awesome, Yolanda. I'm really glad you enjoy the music, and I'll continue to make music. And I really hope you keep loving it. Please keep following it, Yolanda. Please. Please. Cover Heart-Shaped Box and Smells Like Teen Spirit. Gaming King, you've been requesting it. And I might do it. I might. Can't make any promises. Poe Hive. Hi, you are awesome. Poe, HB. Uncle Jelly. Great name. Caleb, about that shirt. Did you buy that shirt new for this? And how many other shirts did you consider before deciding on that awesome blue crisp tee? You're awesome. You're funny, Uncle Jelly. This is from Old Navy. I went through several others. I was thinking, do I want to wear a graphic tee with something on it to show my personality, or would I rather go with something plain to seem humble and just composed, you know, and to draw attention to this dot on my head? You know, it was a decision, but I went with the blue crisp tee. You have to. It's just, and I'm blue. It's a very calming, puts the audience at ease, you know. There were thoughts. Let's see. Yes, my ringtone is blah, 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 blah from Big Hero 6. How can you not? I have to go bathroom, ladies and gentlemen. Did you finish the Taylor Swift album you were covering? Yes, I do. I did. And I think it's, if you go to my meme cover, I have a link to it somewhere. But anyway, I must go bathroom. I will be back. Everybody, actually, no, hold on. I have to do the Twitch stream here in a little bit. So I'm just gonna end the call right now, and we'll jump over to the Twitch here in give me about 15 minutes, y'all, 15 to 20 to go to the Twitch stream, and I will be started that up, and we'll chill out over there. My Twitch stream again at Crazy Bros 2. You can follow me there. I'm not sure what game I'll do first. I got to hook up my systems and my hall pod, so about 20 minutes, and that's what we'll be doing. Carol will be up here with me, hopefully, maybe not. I'll try to keep an eye on your questions and things you're asking so I can play and chat with you. So, yeah, we will chat soon, guys. Love y'all, and see you in a bit.